We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Now it's Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Golladay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
14. First down, Detroit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to air one. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
third down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Caldwell. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. They'll throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down now. Boom. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Booth. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run on first down. Boom. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And this is caught at the 8. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Detroit.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. O'Shane Zimenez able to drop him for a loss of a couple. example.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 32 on the play. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He'll air this one out from Mims. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Taking it about the 36. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And it's a fumble, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll try the left side. Boom. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
It's third down.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Number 26.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down. They're going to look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move them.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Booth. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They go to Johnson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Third down. Boom. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
By the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Tonight's
A
final
road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.